Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright. I think we're rolling. Where are the Peopleorians? I'm Lujak.
I'm Taylor, and Lujack isn't sharing a screen yet.
Ah, fuck! I forgot. And
Apparently, our previous episode didn't have any audio, like at all.
No audio at all. So that's
which is why
you
you would think that we would get into the habit of like checking the stream every single time.
Yeah, that was definitely my fault. I should have checked. I didn't. It's because I have like two headsets and it always defaults to whatever one I have connected automatically.
Hold on.
So why did it not? That's why you gotta check. That's why you gotta check. Gotta check your stupid settings.
Alright, well, I'm decently loud, but I think you need to boost your mic a little bit.
Boosting the mic. Hold on.
No, wait.
Wait, no?
There we go. How about that?
Am I?
And let me make sure I don't have any like special things on my like volume regulation.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
I have it set to 2-channel 24-bit 192,000 hertz. Sure. Lujack, you gotta say stuff.
Oh, hey, stuff, sorry. Wow.
Mike mistakenly bought me 9 pizzas.
Mike mistakenly ordered me 9 pizzas. How's my audio?
Yeah, you gotta boost yourself. Give me like 4 decibels of gain.
Boop. How's that? That any better?
Going?
Give me
a little bit more. 5 more. Also, I'm not seeing your
How about now?
stream.
What do you mean you're not seeing my stream?
There we go. Okay. I just had to unwatch it and watch it again.
Of course.
I had to check it again.
Check it again. How's my audio?
I love that.
That's such
that meme has legs, mainly because I keep using it for stuff.
It has legs, mainly because I keep giving it legs.
It has legs. Well, it has legs because you can use it in so many situations. It's like I checked it. Check it again.
Yeah, check it again.
Like nobody knows what that's from. It's from Nun Piece. The moment where like they do a little crossover with his other works.
Oh, how much did you sell your wolf for? Oh, I got jack shit because my dad didn't fuck a sheep. Luffy, did you hear that? Yeah, someone fucked a sheep. But that ending of Usopp and Luffy talking at the end of it always gets me. Just, yeah, someone fucked a sheep. That's what he focuses on.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good.
Beautiful. Alright, so,
Miss Kaya's
now
property.
I can see Lujack's screen, I have Cody on it, and I can see, the stream.
It's, Miss Kaya's property, that's what they're after.
I hope our compression is strong enough, because I don't want to be blowing out the mic.
Yeah, should be
boost, what's the word, should we use gain, or should we use, like, after compression gain? I never figured that one out.
I don't know. Is my audio okay right now, or do I need to boost it more?
Alright, let's see. I sound pretty good.
Man, they really fucking brought Iron Man out in, the fuck, what was it, the Infinity War or whatever, just like Nanomachine, son. That was just his whole character. His whole character in that movie was just Senator Armstrong.
Sound a bit better.
Nanomachine, son.
Bring
no
your
technology.
gain.
What's
Your gain up, and then what's the word?
My gain is as high as
And
that
then,
can
like,
go. If
and
I
then
don't.
on my end, I think my issue is that I'm just very loud. Which means that you have to turn your like personal volume up and then turn me down on Discord so I don't sound as loud.
I can turn you down on Discord.
I wonder how loud the this is.
I don't know.
We'll hear that later.
Boom, 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 boom.
Interesting. The sound effects don't transfer to the stream. Not sure why though.
That's dumb. Hey Kyle, what's up?
Oh, and I gotta make sure the chat is there.
What's going on with Kyle?
Hope I'm not too loud. I feel like I'm louder, way louder than the game, which is very
I will
odd.
turn you down on Discord.
Yeah. Hopefully that works.
Did that help?
We have all the audio issues, and most of it is that like we would need a third person who can like adjust the audio. We would need a third person or a third like setup or something specifically that checks the audio and can listen to us talking and balance it out because there's a delay.
Yeah. How's is the audio any better now?
Let's hear it. Sounds fairly. Oh. I'm a little quieter? Not sure how much you turned me down.
Wait, who's quieter?
I am.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn you back up. Maybe I think I might have turned you down too low. Whoop.
I'm quieter for some reason.
How about that? Is that better?
Alright, I will keep making sounds and see what happens.
Na 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 na.
Talking about stuff.
There. All good?
Alright.
Alright, cool. So, you missed some stuff because one of our episodes is unusable. So we started the trial and we're questioning Cody now, and I don't specifically remember what series of events led to that. Who are we questioning first? It was the Salmonella, right?
Let's see here. Right. And I was gonna say in our last episode, in our lost episode, effectively, we were like just driving the struggle bus because we were trying to figure out what secret like phrase we have to say to Cody to figure out one, if he actually didn't have the camera, or if he had the camera and has photographic evidence that we really, really need. And two, what's the word? Basically, Cody is like our key witness. We know that Cody showed up. Oh, go through the evidence so we can show them. You know that Cody showed up around in time to see. You go to left. To see the picture, because we know that Cody was caught on the camera first, because the picture is photo 2, and the photo 1 is supposedly Cody, which means that he would have shown up before that picture, which is 2 p.m., so, 1:59, whatever, which puts him at the perfect time and place that he was there. Oh, yep. This is on a list of things that could happen. Cody like has the samurai spear and then like falls off a high place and like stabs it immediately into the magistrate like on accident.
Hold on a minute. Wait, what if Cody didn't actually see
Like accidentally killed
anything?
someone and then they were setting
Well,
up
no, what if that's not how he died? What if there's no way Cody could have seen what he's claiming to because that wasn't what happened? And Cody doesn't know what happened because he wasn't there for it.
Well, we absolutely know that he was at the studio.
Yes, but we don't know for sure.
Super likely that he was at the studio.
Because
it
you
is
remember
super
that?
likely that he tried to get a picture, and I figure that
there was that bent
I
spike.
appreciate your point, though.
There was that bent spike, like from the boys that Butcher fell on, and the boys, one of those giant fence spike things that was bent.
Or like the Rashad Ghul.
Yeah, and we were talking about
City. Or
yeah, like that, and we were talking about
I don't know.
how.
Name your favorite time that someone fell on a spike.
Yeah. For me, it's the boys.
Don't actually do that. Don't bother.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but if that is how Jack Powers died, if that was what really happened, there's no way Cody could have seen him getting stabbed by anyone because that wouldn't have been what was happening, and it wouldn't have been where he was at.
True. Also, if it was a setup, where they I don't know, someone pushed him and he fell on the spike and then they like moved the body, then they wouldn't have seen Cody, like they wouldn't have seen a guy fighting the evil magistrate and kill him and or prop manslaughter or whatever. He would have just been like, yeah, it was super weird. I saw them carry the evil magistrate out.
Yeah, also
like a
true.
stretcher.
Yeah, also...
So that would have been a radically different thing, and that's something that he definitely would have mentioned.
Yeah, for sure. Also, Kyle...
You have a good point, though. It's like, what if, do we know that... just go through his dialogue again.
Okay, but can I say something first? Because Kyle said something really funny. He said, Cody looks like you... Cody looks like Ash Ketchum gave up and is ready to do something with weapons. You know, it's really funny that you say that because the whole time I've been saying this kid looks like a Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a samurai-themed Pokemon trainer. He'd have, like, a Hitmonlee and a Hitmonchan and a Hitmo top and, like, all of the...
he seems like a kid that, like, is there to introduce a new, like, gimmick. A new gimmick of the game, which is, like, more items. And he's like, yeah, you can give your Pikachu like an item in its hand, and then it holds like a katana in its mouth.
You could give your Pikachu a samurai sword and make him go Zoro style. Just turn him into Zoro's Ashura form from One Piece.
You just magnetize a weapon onto your Magnezone.
You grow 3 heads and you grow 6 arms and you have 9 swords and you just decimate them with 9 swords because you're a weird multi-limbed
I heard that guy had like 9 swords.
That's not a joke, by the way. That actually happens. If you're that far into One Piece, man, dude, shit gets crazy in One Piece. Things are so cool. Things get so much cooler. Hockey is so cool.
I need to find a quality like thing that'll help me like catch up with One Piece because I can't watch a zillion ancient episodes.
I can and I will. In fact, that'll probably be the first thing that I do when I get back into watching anime. Because right now I'm on a Star Wars kick, and I'm kind of stuck on Metroidvanias as well. So between Star Wars and video games, I don't have a lot of time for anime right now.
Well, we direly. Oh, I need to make sure I unmute this.
Alright, we're supposed to be figuring out what this kid is doing.
So he says there's kind of got lost on the way though.
For about 30 minutes. Still Sarah, totally right. Talking about guy, press the stairs. Okay, this line right here is suspicious to me. I feel like we gotta present. If we just present the camera here. Ha! I was right! Cody, what you just said
I was
seems,
really
well...
maybe we just
Oh.
press not press. What's the word? Maybe we objected to the wrong statement.
Yeah. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear
Tony the
about
Tiger,
that.
you said that everywhere you go, people want to know who you are.
And I told them to mind their fucking business.
Which
No.
clearly contradicts your earlier statement. I love. There's this guy who does like little YouTube shorts on like legal advice. The thing is, I don't know if he's a real lawyer or just like that's his gimmick. But one of them that was just like genuinely decent advice is just like make sure, just like try to avoid absolutes if you can, because it's like, oh, I'm absolutely sure I have this thing, and you apparently like there is some kind of penalty system for like going back on what you said, and that you can. I don't know. I don't know what the actual rules are. Just that there's some kind of you're taken less seriously in court if you like do. Oh, I absolutely did this. Oh wait, I misremembered.
Right. That makes sense.
Huh? Has the camera.
Wait, are you voicing Cody or am I? I don't remember.
I was voicing Cody, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cody.
But also I wanted to read that line.
That's fair. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Right? A word with you.
A word with
like
you, Judge!
Real close to the mic, and he's just like, nutmeg.
Nutmeg. Uh-oh.
If we were the Game Grumps, we could make that a bit for like a half hour. People would be chortling.
Oh, probably. Game Grumps can make anything.
I just need my cranberries.
Please,
they keep me regular.
I need my cranberries. They're important for an
please
old
the court
person's
if you gave me
diet.
some cranberry juice.
I can't do any Kamehamehas without the cranberry juice. It's the source of my immortality.
I asked for some healing items, right? They brought me some beans. What the
Beans! It's just some cat beans!
Add in a sensu bean flying in from the right side of the screen and like plinking off of Phoenix's head.
Yeah, and just Krillin yelling, Sensu bean!
Sensu bean! You think it's been long enough that you could like just use clips from Team 4 Star and not get in trouble?
Oh god, I hope so. I mean, could we even get in trouble by Team 4 Star? Because I feel like they're always busy trying to keep themselves out of trouble. Do they even have time to worry about if other people are using their clips?
Yeah, we become it's so many layers of transformative work that it no longer counts.
Yeah, right. I don't know if
it's kind of like if you sing the Seagull Stop It Now song without video.
Without video, then it's just there's no copyright infringement.
Doesn't count as a Star Wars parody.
No. I don't know if they're still struggling with their shit, but I know that at the time, this was like years ago, but back when they were still putting out stuff yet, they would always talk about how like our stuff keeps getting taken back down because copyright's a bitch, and people are like, no, we don't want you to make a living on our properties.
That reminds me, because I remember that era of YouTube, and I remember like being furious because every time someone would like actually get a court case together and be like, hey, like here's all the work that we put in, like all the hours and the labor, and here's how many people are on our team, and like we're running an actual business, and under like this and this statute, we're allowed to make parodies of things. We're allowed to reference things on YouTube and have it monetized. And like that is the rules. And they would get so close to like getting that passed as like a precedent on YouTube, and then be like, oh, I don't know if we could win this court case, but YouTube was going to pay us like $20,000 in a settlement, and that's great. And I'm like, no, that's not great. If anything, you just took the like, if you at least brought it up as like a court case, if you brought it up as a court case and like did it, then we could at least say, oh well, you got close. But if you keep taking if every time someone like gets close to YouTube and then takes a settlement, it means that there's zero chance. Like no one's established that as a precedent, and YouTube is still like randomly copyright striking people.
Man, if we ever make a successful parody show and we get stuck in that situation and we're presented with that opportunity, don't take the settlement. I want this to become legal. I want this to be.
I say you game the system that's already gamed, where you find like a huge YouTuber with unrelated content and ask if you can post your video on their channel. Because I swear YouTube YouTube algorithms like adjust for popularity, because like larger YouTubers don't get copyright struck as much or get demonetized as much. Like you have people playing identical games and getting different amounts of demonetization.
Right.
And I was thinking it would just be Galaxy Brain if you're like, oh, hey, like Markiplier, we have this like video that's like a deep dive about, I don't know, deep sea fish or whatever, but every time I keep getting copyright struck by like Discovery Channel because of 5 seconds of a picture of a squid. Can you just host the video? Our video will just be us like linking to yours, and then if they watch it on yours and they come back to our channel.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Or vice versa. It would be really funny if that was a thing, and then you started like sharing videos on opposite accounts, like double blind studies. Like imagine if you had an episode that was not aired on like Markiplier's official channel, that was an episode of his, and it gets like immediately demonetized, and it's like, hey guys, I caught you.
Oh my god. Was I putting the pressure on too much? Dude, I kind of want to see if there's like a parody version of Death Stranding. I feel like that would be funny. Like an abridged version.
You need to warn somebody before you like try to pitch that as a concept. How would you even? No, that's too much of a concept, Lujack. I can't get into that right now.
Look, there's too many layers here. We don't have time to get into this.
Game, if we were playing Death Stranding, or we were playing a game that had a lot of open space, I could get into that. But we're making up for lost time here.
True.
Who's this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
Fucking boomer. It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. You use it to take pictures. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How? Oh yeah, because this is an old game, huh? I guess a digital camera would have been relatively
speaking,
new.
Yeah.
How do I explain that? That is weird
like,
to think about.
Yeah, I like when there's moments like that where it's like, oh, I wonder what era this is, and it's like a character's like, look, I have it all in this tape, and it's like a VHS, and you're like, okay, that puts it within like a certain time frame of this many years.
Yeah, when you're watching Yu Yu Hakusho and one of the main story arcs is the black tape, and you're like, oh, it's videotapes,
like,
arcades.
Which like nowadays wouldn't even be like a DVD, it'd be like a thumb drive.
Yeah, it'd be like a thumb drive.
Very cursed thumb drive, which doesn't have the same screen presence, I admit. Like, that's probably I imagine all of cinema is a little upset that nowadays, like, devices for sharing data are so small that it's harder to get them in the same shot.
Oh,
like, you have to zoom in really close to show the goober, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, you gotta really get in on that flash drive there. Get zoom in on the hand. Make sure they can see it.
We can't just have like a cassette. We can't have a VHS size.
Yeah, this is the magic stick that you gotta get plug into the mainframe to deactivate the army of alien robots.
Yes, it's the magic stick. It must have had its tricks. Fished for a whale and brought a ship up out of it.
I do not understand the reference.
It's Flobots staring at the moon.
Ah.
Blast from the past.
Huh.
People were probably playing this remake while listening to Flowbots.
Flowbots sounds like a cool name.
Yeah.
Sounds like an off-brand Transformers group.
The Flowbots.
Flowbots in disguise. They turn into water-themed like vehicles.
No, I was thinking. No, the Flowbots are Transformers that rap.
Yes.
They have flow.
Hotshot quits the Autobots to become a Flowbot.
As a little aside, like the world of Transformers drives me nuts sometimes because you'll have a character will have a name that you should really reserve for like what it originally was. So like if you have a guy named Red Alert, that's an issue because then when you shout Red Alert, it's just like yeah. So you can't, and the thing is, they get those nicknames after things that exist, which means that the concept of a Red Alert already exists. He shouldn't have taken that name.
Oh my god.
Sorry, your line?
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios! You did bring it, didn't you? Shut up, Edgeworth!
Mr. Wright. How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
Can you give me that line reading, but like just put a little more make it like 10% more serious.
No one should lie in court. Is that
better? Yeah.
Is that better? All right.
Thank you for that. Thank you, actor Luigi. What do you mean by or a prosecuting attorney? What do you mean by that?
You fucking know what I mean, Edgeworth.
He says, he's still like close to the camera.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Starts punching you.
No, there's two different kinds. There's like, what did you mean by that? Like the pizza story. But there's also like the guy who's like relaxed and he's like looking at the camera with like a smirk. It's like, what you mean by that?
What you mean by that?
you post it to make people like aware of like what there's like the phrases they're using.
Wow, Cody.
What? Yeah, so I had my camera, so what? Got a problem with that? Can you imagine if like we branched out and we managed to get like an actual voice actor, so it's you, me, and then like someone who's really talented?
Yeah.
I feel like what's her name? It like did the voice for like original Naruto. Like I don't know what she's up to.
Yuri Lowenthal comes in here.
We got Yuri Lowenthal.
Yuri Lowenthal would 100% be voicing Cody. He'd be voicing Cody.
That would be the perfect April 1st episode. Like can you imagine how wild that would be if it's like we were playing like I don't know, we did like a single episode of Spider-Man, but it's like you, me, and a third guy who sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
And you can't quite place it. You're like, he does sound a lot like Spider-Man, or Ben 10, or Sasuke, or one of those guys in the Hitman game. Dude, that would probably be one of the funniest games to play with Yuri Lowenthal, like on the couch with you, because you'd be playing and then he would just like do NPC dialogue that would crack you up, like in that voice, just like. I discovered that there was a new type of stuffed crust pizza. Like, you just go on like a whole thing.
You take a shot every time Yuri Lowenthal starts talking in the game.
I would never beat a Hitman level. I would just pass out. You call it, I don't know, hit the something. Okay.
Hit the sack.
No, you did it for camera.
Uh,
Either that, or we get what's her name who did the voice of Gale Tornado, but only for like that one fan animation, and she just does the voice for exclusively for Gale Tornado in the stream, just like doesn't show up again, not on purpose, but like just like to preserve the mystique.
Hold on, who is Gale Tornado?
She's the clown lady.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but the characters don't like really have like voices. It's just that the what's the word is that she was hired by the animator, I think, to do the voice for that character in a short that the animator made. And she's on Twitter, and if I had the guts for it, I'd be like, hey, we're streaming Phoenix Wright. It'd be really funny if we were on Discord and you only showed up to read that character and we never addressed it.
And then you disappeared forever.
Like, just inexplicably.
Just for no reason.
Our production value just goes up, like, suddenly.
Like, was that? Who was that? Did you hear that? Was that?
For the third person. And did you use this camera? Why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah! Witness testimony!
However, guaranteed, just like, she is like an actual voice actress to some degree, in the sense that, like, we need money.
Oh, yeah.
To, like, hire her on.
Oh, yeah, for
Unless
sure.
she thought it was really funny, but...
Yeah, if she was just in it for the joke.
It's kind of like my my moving the camera like live stream idea, but that only works if we were like streaming that way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. The Steel Samurai. He goes for the bad guy. Bam. And then the bad guy stopped moving. So strong! The Steel Samurai rules! Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination?
What I saw that day. I'm gonna save, because if I mess up one bit of evidence presentation, it's gonna fail me. You had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action, couldn't take my eyes off. Yes, the bad guy, wham bam, thank you ma'am. Something about his account doesn't seem right.
Phoenix. You know, you know you're in trouble when Mia just says his name.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem right because he's being deliberately vague. There's some on the facts, Phoenix. Find out what he saw.
Find out what he saw.
At this angle, your necklace looks like you have like a little thumb.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look, it's like a little thumb.
Yeah, it's so weird. What?
It doesn't retain its shape at this angle.
Are the ball things in her hair like hair clips that just look like the necklace parts?
I think that they're supposed to like bring the outfit together or something.
Do you think they're lighter weight? Do you think that necklace is heavy? The necklace looks heavy.
It's probably heavy.
The fucking hair clips look heavy too. I don't know. Her whole getup just looks heavy to me.
Is Zenyatta's necklace heavy? Probably, but because it has to be so you can toss it as a weapon.
Well, yeah, but also... Wait, who?
The robot monk from Overwatch.
Oh, Zenyatta! Yeah, but also, he's a robot monk, which means, like, heavy for, like, a person is just normal weight to him.
If Zenyatta can float around, then how is it... How does he fall off the map?
Look, if the game didn't want me to be able to turn around and one-shot Zenyatta, then the game wouldn't have given Zenyatta footsteps. That's all I'm saying. Look at this dude. He's floating around with his legs in the air. Those footsteps are put in the game to make it fair.
Instead of footsteps, it should be like a... like it should be a different sound.
Yeah, it throws me off every time. It would be,
considering how good Zenyatta is, and this seems like a bit of a nerf or something, but make it that blast effects, such as like the knockback cannon from dang it, roller skates guy.
Lucio.
Yeah, make it that the that knockback effects work on Zenyatta like 12% more, like just a little bit more.
Well, yeah, he's floating around on the ground.
It's because he doesn't have footing. Yeah, that would be clever.
Yeah, he should be getting knocked back more because he's just floating around in the air, like he's fucking Red from Dick Figures. You know those random.
Hand me my sword.
Catchphrase. You know those random moments in Dick Figures will Red will just lift his legs up. Yeah, he just says catchphrase.
I can't believe they stole the Dick Figures joke and like other things later. They did that in Free Guy, where a character isn't like fully programmed, so instead of having a catchphrase, he just says catchphrase, and then
catchphrase.
What's his name? Ryan Reynolds is like, I don't know, that could be a catchphrase. That'd be kind of funny. And I'm like, yes, that was funny back in 2009. Yeah, it was invented.
Yeah, that was early YouTube humor, dude. Come up with.
Look at me with a straight face and tell me Ryan Reynolds hasn't watched all of Dick Figures.
Dude, I would be amazed if
Ryan Reynolds is one step away from hiring Ninja Sex Party to do the outro music of a movie.
Dude!
Which on one hand would be really funny, but on the other hand, I just feel like he would be really annoying in person.
Probably. I can't get over how Dick Figures was an integral part of me discovering Ninja Sex Party, cause look, I was really bored, okay? I was like barely out of high school at the time, just got a job, had my first phone, had my first ever smartphone, and I had nothing to do, so I watched Dick Figures, and I spent the entire day just watching Dick Figures, and I eventually got Angel to watch Dick Figures too, I think. And then I eventually got to the movie, and I heard the Ninja Sex Party movie, and I was like, Ninja Sex Party, what an amazing, like, name for a band. That's so funny. Completely thinking that whole setup was made up for that show. Like, that it was a joke made for that story specifically. It wasn't until I started watching Game Grumps, like, a little later after that I realized not only was Ninja Sex Party real, but the guy with the curly hair who was one of the nicest sounding and most humble people that you would ever meet in real life is the guy who sings in that band.
I think that's the trick to Denny as Denny Sexbang, is that he's balancing a very careful line between being cool and being he's balancing a very careful line between like being cool and being goofy but honest.
He's a fucking nerd. He's a goofy fucking nerd. And so, who presents himself as this.
And that's tricky because if he shows himself being cool too often, then it loses the charm.
Yeah, the mystique disappears. It loses its mystique.
Yeah,
Man.
why did you get Ninja Sex Party to do the outro? Well, we wanted Starbomb, but they weren't available. I had
Oh
a
man.
nickel for the amount of bands made up by 2 Game Grumps and a friend of theirs. I have 2 nickels.
Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
So we didn't happen twice.
Oh my god.
That's wild. It's so wild.
And Ninja Brian's cool. And Ninja Brian's cool. I don't know anything about Ninja Brian other than he's in the band, but he seems cool.
Wait, you don't know the one thing that you should know about
He
Ninja
has a
Brian?
PhD! Everybody knows he has a fucking PhD. He never shuts up about his PhD. Hi, I'm Ninja Brian and I have a PhD.
The only reason why you might not know that is because usually when he's in character, he doesn't talk.
That's true. That's true.
What if Ninja Brian did one reference to Ask a Ninja, and the Game Grumps are nodding, and then they have some other people who are young, who are 10 years younger than them, and they're just I don't get it. What is this bit?
I could definitely believe that those guys have seen Ask a Ninja before.
Relax and listen. I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
Oh, really? Hold it! So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't
the part
turn...
with the lima beans in the car chase?
See, I don't... You say lima beans, and I think of Jimmy Neutron. I don't know if that's what you're referencing, but that's what I thought of.
No, it's a SpongeBob, it's like an early SpongeBob bit.
I don't
It's true,
remember.
it's all true. Even the part with the lima beans in the car chase? Yes.
I don't remember that line. What episode was that?
I'll have to look up that one.
It sounds familiar. Like, I've definitely heard that line before, but I don't remember what it's from. Like, what the context was.
My worry is that by the time that we get to adding all of our dumb jokes to our games, the entities that told those jokes will be dissolved.
Yeah.
It's well, I guess we're just this is what I call the Duckman principle, where where it's a game of legal chicken, because if you can't track down who actually has the copyrights anymore, then it could be possible that no one actually has the copyright on it anymore.
Yeah, which means you can maybe just make the jokes and get away with it, but you know.
In order for someone to be like, hey, actually, we own that joke, that it now advertises to other people who are on the project that they could also have a claim on it.
I want.
I will. A little game called Legal Chicken.
I would definitely want 2 characters who are just the World Doctors from World Doctors, just doing random shit, random nonsense, background shit.
Oh, yeah, they were. That would be funny if we had that in one of our games where they're just well, we weren't originally doctors, but we touched an artifact and we were cursed, and they became doctors.
Yeah, and then we got stuck in a time loop and became archaeologists again.
Maybe.
Isn't that what happened? Didn't they go back and become archaeologists again?
That's the concept. If you most of the World Doctors playlists don't include that episode, which is kind of interesting.
Which is fucking weird.
There's something very amusing about a secret extra episode that just turns the whole show into a time loop. I'm just what? Why? Oh, okay.
World Doctors exists in a time loop, and this is a reality I have to live with now.
Oh man! Shout out to early Mondo Media. I don't know if they're still doing as much of this nowadays, but shout out to Mondo Media for publishing shows that were just way out there.
Oh yeah, for
and
sure.
Just letting them exist. at
Yeah.
least.
Batman, Spider-Man, Deep Space 69.
Space
Man,
69 got like a TV like deal or something. Like they actually got
did
an
it
official
really?
season.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So like there really are shows that like were on Mondo Media and then like boosted beyond that.
Man, that's fucking awesome. Mondo Media had so much good stuff.
I should probably check them out more recently just
Yeah.
to see if they got anything going.
Yeah, if they're doing anything new. I hope
Run!
so. You didn't turn away, not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Hold it! So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
Told you a person, he was a person.
How was he dressed?
He probably dressed himself, like most adults do.
You know, that's the little kid answer I would actually expect from him.
That's the improv answer. How does he smell? Terrible.
Terrible.
Kinda don't remember. Just too busy watching Steel Samurai. I see. And what happened next?
And the bag is
The bad
starts
guy
moving.
starts moving.
Alright, so what do we have to work with here? We have a picture, we have the scrapbook.
Can you look at that picture again? That, like... Oh, right. No, they already broke that thing. Being vague, press them on the facts.
Being very present on the facts.
Alright, so we do know he had a camera with him. Wasn't taking pictures, supposedly.
So why didn't you use it? Oh, wait, we read that already.
Getting to that.
We read that already.
Yeah. Dang, I just need some clear answers here. I want to know.
I wanna know, motherfucker.
I feel like we're gonna end up going in loops if we're like, but you always take a picture. But I was so focused on it. Well, you always take a picture.
But I was too focused to take a picture. But
I was gonna point out the samurai spear, but aren't we fairly confident that the break in the spear was caused during like practice earlier in the day? So
oh yeah, I think
unrelated to the stabbing.
Yeah. I feel like we're supposed to present his scrapbook at some point.
Although we do need to remember that for later though, because there's something I feel like there's something very important about like if you had the prop and you had taped it back, unless it was taped really well, I would assume that it might hold together if you were sparring. But if you would lethally stab someone with it, it might, like, fall apart again.
Yeah.
Which is why I feel like that would be important. Like, it wouldn't be intact in its current form.
Nah, I wouldn't.
They had a spare samurai spear.
We should figure this out next time, though.
I need to do one more thing. I can't leave it here. I'm too invested.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know though.
Right, keep going to the right, and he goes to that guy and wham. Can you press him on? He goes for the bad guy.
Oh yeah, wait, hang on. No, shut up. Go back to the bad guy. Press him on that. So the bad guy attacked him first.
Oh no, we did that.
Oh, we did. Oh yeah.
He's
just some guy. Just a guy, you know, just a guy. He was bad. He was a person.
We press him on that? Okay.
Why?
Well, why? Be more constructive with your feedback.
Be more constructive with your feedback.
Just randomly slipping into Flight of the Conchords.
Why wasn't the bad guy
Just
moving?
I read that, but in like the Danny serious voice when he gets close to the mic, he's just like, "Why wasn't the bad guy moving?"
Why wasn't the bad guy moving, Cody?
when he gets like serious and he's like imitating like when he's having like a moment. Because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Wait and see what happens. Press him harder.
Push button.
Cody?
Just another serious Dan, just... Cody.
Cody! Cody, tell the
What?
truth, Cody. Something's bothering me. Before you said that you... Why are you bothering me? You are bothering me. Stop bothering me.
I don't know why. There was like an early YouTube, like...
I don't even know what that's from,
YouTube,
but I know
like,
that the gag exists.
Like a proto-YouTube poop, where it doesn't really have that much editing, but it was just like... That one of the voices that did that was like all the voices in Oblivion, and it was just, "You're bothering me. Why are you bothering me?
Why are you bothering me?
Bothering me. Why are you bothering me?" And then they just like looped it.
That's awesome. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah. So what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Look, you're not the defense attorney for the kid, though. We're just trying to figure out what he saw, because he's not on trial.
And you were
He's an important witness.
And you are working awfully hard to keep people from asking questions to figure out the truth. What kind of people don't want people to ask questions?
Nowhere near your duty of care here.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Don't make me slap this table. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap.
Oh, we used to have a screenshot.
Ah, dude!
Don't touch anything. I gotta screenshot it.
Hold on, I also need a screenshot. Wait, what button is screenshot for Steam? I can never remember.
F12 by default.
F12 by default. Okay, screenshot that.
What kind of murderer uses a samurai slap?
What kind of murderer uses a... That's like one of I forgot that was a line that existed.
You ever load up your samurai slap?
That's like their daily ability. Like the solar flare or whatever. They can only use my solar flare once
high
a day.
five move. It hits an ally, it does a high five, and if it hits an enemy, it's a samurai slap. All these samurai moves from that samurai village.
Did you get a picture?
It was really interesting meeting Samurai Princess.
So many samurais. He
picked up all these jelly donuts, and he's just got a bunch of like rice balls.
Thanks, Brock. You know, that confused me so much as a kid because, like, I like jelly donuts.
Kids won't understand rice balls. They're a ball of rice.
It's a ball of rice. Like, I would have understood if you had just said rice ball. I would have been like, "Mom, what the fuck's a rice ball?" And she'd have been like, "Oh, it's a Japanese thing."
I like the meme coming full circle and someone like actually baking a jelly donut recipe where it's got like what looks like a seaweed wrap and it uses like shaved coconut, so it's like white on the outside and triangular.
That's great, except
you cut into it and it's a jelly donut.
That's great, except for the coconut part, because I don't like coconut.
Okay, well, that's not for everyone. But
you know, I absolutely love that.
Coconut is a delicate like. Coconut isn't like other like nuts. Like it's a very delicate flavor where it's bitter and it can be sweet, but you have to balance it correctly. Otherwise, it's either too sweet and it's just weird, or it's bitter and then you're like, oh, why did I eat this?
I don't.
Yeah, it's got an interesting
coconut
flavor
person.
profile where it sort of changes as you chew it.
Like, I have tried coconut flavored stuff before, and I've tried coconut stuff with coconut shavings before, and it's just not for me, man. Just don't like the taste.
Well, I definitely wouldn't recommend anything that's just coconut shavings.
No, absolutely not. I do love that is a gag that exists, though.
Oh yeah, jelly donut.
Jelly donut in
You
the
could
shape
make
of
a jelly
rice ball.
donut look like that. It is pretty cool.
That's fucking amazing. You know what? That's just my headcanon now. I like to believe that Pokemon just has like jelly
just
donuts
have
that are
jelly
shaped like
donuts
that, and that's just that's
that are
real.
shaped as rice balls as a novelty.
Yeah, that's like a novelty. That's just a gimmick that they have.
This is one of the things that they make at the Malasada stand. It is funny that, like, yeah, I feel like that's sort of like Pokemon coming full circle, is having like specifically named pastry of Malasadas in the Alola region.
Oh yeah, I have not seen anything from the Alola region. I wanna play the games, but I don't have a console. But I would watch the animes, but I'm not there right now. Right now, I'm watching Star Wars.
Didn't I ask if we could what is it? If we could like upload like physical copies onto like a hard drive thing so we can watch them together? Because I think we may. No,
Yeah,
I think that was
did
Naruto.
we? Well,
I think I asked that about Naruto.
Oh yeah, that might have been Naruto.
And then that happened, but then like around the same week I got out of Naruto, so now we just have all this Naruto.
We need to get back into Naruto because what did we even get to
There's so
Shippuden?
much
We're not
Naruto,
even
man.
on Shippuden yet, are we?
No, we're not on sure. It baffled me. Like when I was a kid and like Naruto was still coming out, you had one of the mangas, and I was like, oh, when does like Shippuden happen? And you were like, what was it, like the 12th or something, like volume?
Yeah.
And I was like, 12? Yeah. There's only 12 like Naruto like volumes, like collected like little like book things. Yeah. So you tell me that like the 100 and something episodes of Naruto were like stretched out from 12 of these booklets. I guess that's what when people say there's a lot of filler.
Lots
it turns
of
out
filler.
like nothing put it into perspective until I realized like, oh, this is one of the cases where it's like, oh, I should probably read the manga if only because it'll let me get through it.
Yeah, because look, I didn't get through all of Naruto until like not even that long ago. It was back when I tried to get you to watch it with me, because I've already seen all of Naruto, but you haven't, which is why I wanted to watch it with you. But like having grown up with Naruto and having finally sat down to watch it from start to finish as recently as I have, that show is like half filler. That show is like half filler, guys. It's like half filler. Like half of that show is just Konoha afternoons. And it is
That's dude. God, that's if we have episode titles and stuff. If we had like a podcast, that would be our title for this episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. Konoha afternoons.
50% Konoha afternoons.
Like it's one of those shows. It's because it's a show that people kept telling me had a bunch of filler, and I recognized that there was filler, but I never understood until my most recent viewing of it how bad it got. And remembering how bad it was as a kid, because if you're like me, and you grew up watching Naruto on a weekly basis, that filler, especially that boat filler in Shippuden where they're on the boat and there's Yamato, it's
like to put that into perspective, that's like a, without too much math, that's basically a factor of 10, where you have like one volume equals like 10 episodes, which means if you did that to like One Piece, which has like over 900 episodes, you'd only have to read like 90 volumes. It would take up like a couple shelves in a bookcase, but like it would fit.
One Piece at least keeps me entertained more often than not, even with the filler. Like, Naruto filler is very hit and miss. You can get some genuine gold, and you can get some absolute dumpster fires.
Now, this is a bit of a side note, and I don't know if they're still making these, but next time I'm talking about Legend of Zelda, I need to take a picture because I have a collection of like licensed Legend of Zelda mangas. They only made like one per game up until I think Twilight Princess. I don't know if they made more.
Huh.
They're very. Last time I checked, they're just very okay. But like, there's something very funny to be like, "Oh, you played the game? Yeah, but have you read the mangas?" There's only like one per game.
I have only read one single Kingdom Hearts manga, and it is the second part of the Chain of Memories story arc. And it's funny because the second part to the Chain of Memories arc is really just enough to know what the arc is about without having to read what happened before that, because that's how I got pretty much all of my information about what happened in Chain of Memories and why I knew what happened between Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. Because if you just jump from 1 to 2, you're like, who's this Roxas guy and where did Sora go? Why is he in the pod? Kingdom Hearts is a very weird franchise like that. Like, you have to...
What I'm hearing here is that Kingdom Hearts is one of the few games out there where, like, there's continuity between the first and second game, but you might not know it just because of how much stuff happened that was actually between the two games.
Which was my experience, and to this day, I still have not once played Chain of Memories. The only reason I know anything about Chain of Memories is because that manga alerted me to the existence of Chain of Memories as a manga and as a game, and then I went and looked up all the other stuff about Chain of Memories and pretty much got all the info I needed to know, and then heard that the game wasn't that good.
After the stream, we should watch one of those, like, hour-and-a-half videos that explains Kingdom Hearts. As long as it's a little bit funny.
You know that has to exist. Oh, that's gotta exist somewhere.
We gotta do that after this.
Yes.
First,
we
need to know what's after this.
Yes.
What kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? Editor, add in the Sully from Monsters Inc. grunt.
Also, that face of Edgeworth just now, I want to, like, caption that, just like Edgeworth going full vampire or something. Or Edgeworth slipping into
Edgeworth
his vampire.
after seeing a crucifix.
Edgeworth seeing a steak. My point is this.
How did you bring so many... Mia, I didn't realize you had so many vampire hunting tools. I have an extra pocket for steaks.
I have an extra pocket for steaks. It came full circle.
It comes full circle. What point is this? Sorry, your point is...
My point is this.
This is my point. This is my pointing.
This is the point that I am making while I'm pointing at you like I'm Spider-Man. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. But you missed the most important part! The killing blow!
Oh, look, he is standing on a box. Do you see it?
Yeah.
I was watching this on YouTube. You could pause it.
Yeah, it was a good detail.
Cody's on the box. Order!
Order 66.
Right.
Order 66.
Like a 66, a 65 large.
65 large with extra cheese and the Diet Coke.
A number 3 with extra dip.
Extra dip, extra chip, extra double dip chip.
Yeah, I'm looking. Just you go. What was that called? The series of prank calls, like Longmont Potion Castle. It's one of those like series question mark that I found on YouTube, and them aren't really that funny, but that's the one that really gets me, is where he's talking about like double flips and double chips, and he's like, yeah, I'm looking for he like calls up a record store. He's like, yeah, I'm looking for an artist by the name of Orville Sash, and like the person, like someone like animates it, so they like draw up a little picture of like a guy they assume would be called Orville Sash.
Right.
Looking for a band called Turtle Pleasure.
Turtle Pleasure.
He's got this song that goes, and then he just improvises like just some noise. Double chip, double dip, double flip.
Uh,
Where could this be? Sitting at home, but I'm inside the screen. You're not you. You're digital you. Man, I just realized this is why we don't stream past 9 usually. We get a little slap happy.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It's somewhat good for streaming, but explain how he may have missed something so vital. I think he was frightened and he looked away.
Probably.
Or he stumbled finding his camera. Or he was startled. I don't know.
I don't know. I think he missed the killing blow because he was trying to get his camera to work, and that's how he missed it.
It's like editor put in that clip that says videos of school fights be like, and it's just like a guy standing. It's like, whoa, they're about to fight, and then he just violently shakes the camera until you just see vertical like blur lines, and then he stops shaking it, and there's just a guy on the ground.
That's the thing.
Phoenix.
Penis!
She looks extra, like, disappointed.
Yeah, she's like, Phoenix, what the fuck are you doing?
I believe you're on the right track with this.
See, your words say that you approve, but your face says, what the fuck are you doing,
look
Phoenix?
optimistic. Look like you're waving a fart away from me.
Like, yeah, I don't know what that was. That wasn't me.
I didn't Cody see the climax of the fight. He dropped his camera. The monkey head fell over. No.
The monkey had busted his camera. A monkey came in and went nuts and busted my lamp. That's a very specific Lizzie McGuire reference that I imagine.
No, Jack, a monkey came in and stole your pen.
Wait, what?
I mean, it could have also been a ghost, but I think I think for the sake of all of our friendships, we need to assume that it's a monkey stole her pen, and that it's none of our fault. It's no one's fault. Pens just disappear sometimes.
It was literally a monkey though the whole time.
Oh, I love how the monkey subplot like survives.
It like comes back. Annie's boobs.
Yeah, and the monkey's name is just Annie's boobs.
Annie's boobs is the name of the monkey.
The great thing about monkeys in shows is that it's a practical effect, and that like they managed to have a monkey on set for just long enough to like film that sort of thing.
That's one other thing that I liked about Friends was the fact that they just had a straight up monkey as like a character for a little bit. That was really cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Ross had a little monkey that he hung out with that he eventually had to part ways with. It was one of the few endearing qualities of Ross Geller.
Was behind the scenes drama with the monkey? The monkey started a cult.
I don't know. That'd be funny. But what I do know is that one of the few endearing things about Ross's character was his relationship with that little monkey, and my fondness for him dropped a pretty great deal when the monkey was no longer around.
What if we made a big, like a huge budget, like mythical story, a retelling of Journey to the West, and it was just Andy Serkis doing all the like body acting as the monkey?
Who's Andy Serkis?
He's the guy. He does the body acting for he did the body acting for Gollum. He was in a bunch of the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, cool.
He shows up. The only time he's shown up, as far as I know, the only time he's shown up as himself is when he was as a Claw in the MCU. And yes, I would forgive you if you forgot that Claw was in the MCU.
I forgot Claw was even a character that existed in Marvel comic book. Who the fuck is Claw?
He's more of a Sonic-themed the Hedgehog. He's more of a Sonic-themed supervillain that has a bionic like hand thing that's made of vibranium. He channels various Sonic attacks through it.
What the fuck was he in?
The short list of characters that would be useful to have if you had to fight like Carnage or something.
Yeah, but when did he show up in the MCU?
I think he was in. I think it was the first Black Panther.
Wait, was he the guy that?
I don't know why I'm not remembering.
Hold on, is he
but,
was he the old guy that Killmonger was working with that he eventually killed?
Maybe.
Or
If he had a bionic hand, then yes. But yeah, you don't. That's the funny thing about Andy Serkis is that like he is in movies, but a lot of time because he's doing CGI, like you don't know it's him.
That's pretty neat.
He's probably most famous or most known for doing the Gollum Smeagol thing. Like he did all the face and body acting and the voice.
That's pretty.
And
cool.
Fun fact, he actually does one of the versions of audiobooks for like the Hobbit books. So as expected, his Smeagol voice in that is very good.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you read that?
I know you. You can figure this out. You can figure this out next time on Game Grumps.
Next time on Peep Grumps.
Peopleorians.
Game Peeps.
Because as much as I would like to keep going, man, it's getting late. I'm getting looping.
Mister, your answer.
We can't get into. We can't be loopy streamers.
Nah. So we'll see you guys next time.
We'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Peopleorians.
On Peopleorian Z. On Ace Attorney Z. Hold on, I gotta save.
Yeah, you save, I'll do the normal outro. So, thank you for watching. I've been Taylor.
I've been Lou Jack.
I'm reminding you to take care.
Stay awesome.
Cross-examine your witnesses.
And, go watch Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I'm watching it. I was in the middle of watching it before this, and it's just very good. I
guess I'll have to see that.
This is fun.
Bye!
Bye!